One of the things you got to watch out for if you're a new driver in China, or if you are visiting China as an overseas Chinese, or as a foreigner visiting China and you intend to drive in China. And of course, you get all the necessary documents to allow you to drive in China, driver's license, then you can drive. But one of the things you got to watch out for if you want to avoid accidents here in China, and especially accidents that you will need to pay, is when you're getting into a parking spot or coming out of parking spot, you got to watch very clearly front and back. If possible, put reverse sensors in the car, front, back, even on the sides if you can afford it. And if the car doesn't have it, try to get one that has it. If the car doesn't have it and you don't have a chance to put this on a car, have a screen, have a monitor that you can see behind you while you are reversing. And then always watch very clearly whether you have any of these reverse sensors, monitors or not. Make sure you watch very clearly, very well when you're going back or front, because in most cases, if you're trying to get into a tight parking spot, you need to reverse a few times, go front a few times to maneuver to park your car. Watch out for cars, motorcycles, electric bikes, three-wheeler bikes, or bicycles, or even people who are walking. Watch out, because here in China, especially here in Guangdong province, they don't give you a chance. They don't have this concept of, okay, you are reversing, I need to wait, or you got to go front, I need to wait. But let's say, for example, here I parked in a parking spot on the road. On this road, they have on two sides have parking spots, designated parking spots. So I park here, and let's say when I'm parking, coming out now will be a little easy for me because the road is broad. But let's say when I was parking, the spot is too small, and let's say I go back, then I need to go front again. If I go front, if there's an electric bike or a car or a bicycle or motorbike or somebody walking behind me, they don't have this concept. In many other countries, they have this concept that, okay, you go in front, you want to park here, let me give you a chance to park, because there's this huge chance that you're gonna reverse to get into the spot. They don't have this concept. They don't. I don't know why. I don't know why. But it's a real problem. You got to be very careful if you got to drive in China. Be very, very careful about this, because if you're trying to get into a sport, any kind of parking spot, if the drivers or the riders have, let's say you reverse and you still need to go front, normally in other countries that I have been to, the drivers or the riders will wait, or the walkers, they will wait, because they think you need space to park. But here, no. If you go front, if you go in front and there's an electric bike, especially the most dangerous is those electric bikes and people who are walking. Because the the bicycle, the cars will make, if the cars have enough space, they will go. But if they don't have enough space, they'll wait. And you will hear the sound of the car. The motorcycle, the same. You will hear the sound of the motorcycle. But if it's those electric bike, two-wheeler bikes, they are very slim, so they have the smallest space they can use it to pass. And it doesn't make any sound. It doesn't have any sound. You don't hear anything. It's just like a bicycle, but fast. So you got to watch out for this, because they don't give you space to park or to finish your maneuvering. They just, any spot they see, even while the reverse light is on, you're still coming back, they just want to go. And a lot of times I'm wondering, where are they rushing to? It's not just the delivery guys. If it's just about the delivery guys, you will say that they are trying to meet up with delivery time. But no, it's every electric bike, every motorbike, every car. But the most dangerous one is the electric bikes. They are fast. and they are very, very slim, and they are soundless. So a walking person, you can see them maybe from your rear view mirror, you can see them. But electric bike, someone sitting on an electric bike is a little shorter. You may not see them. You may not even think there's someone would want to pass behind you while you're reversing. You might not think this. Or someone is going to go in front of you, that little space in front of you that you're trying to like turn around. They will use it. They will not wait for you. This is a real issue. If you got to drive in China, if you really have any intention to drive in China for the first time, put this in your mind. Otherwise, the first week, the first day, you're going to have accident. You're going to hit electric bike, you're going to hit somebody on a bike or something, or somebody who is walking, but most especially those electric bikes. You're going to hit someone and they're going to give you the fault. Because usually the way it goes here is like, you are at fault because he's riding a bike and you're driving a car. So you need to pay him most times. But of course, there are laws, traffic laws. If you follow it up and really a lot of traffic cameras, if you can prove that this person was wrong, show it to the police, stand your grounds. If you know that you're right, then yes, of course, you can go free. But usually, if the traffic police doesn't arrive and then you just got dealing with that person, they will tell you you're wrong. I've had this situation a few years ago in Guangzhou, coming out of a parking spot, and this guy with a electric bike dragging something behind him. Is around the market, dragging. They always like tie something behind the bike to carry stuff, some trolley to carry stuff. And this guy came out from nowhere, and then bam, hit me on the side. I scratched the front fender, and I was being, trying to be gentle and civilized about it. But when I came out to look at it, and then before I turned around, he was gone. He scratched my car and then he ran away. So because he knew he was wrong. So if I was wrong, he wouldn't have run away, so he ran away. And I looked around and I thought, okay, you know what, little scratch, I'm in a hurry, calling the traffic police, blocking everyone else here. Let me just let it be. Just let it be. I mean, it's not a good feeling, but there were cars front, back, everywhere. And what can I do? Call the police and then wait. And they will ask me to call insurance people and then have to wait for insurance people. It might take 2 hours and I have things to do. You already scratched my car. You already ran away. You probably wouldn't find him. Of course, there are cameras. If they want, they will find him. But then how long will it take, So you got to watch out for this. Okay, in that situation, I would consider myself a bit fortunate because he didn't get hurt. If someone got hurt, then I don't think he would have run away. And I would definitely waste that time there dealing with that situation. So you got to watch out for this. The riders here, the drivers, they don't have this concept of if you are getting into a parking spot that they need to wait for that 1 minute or 30 seconds that you need to park. They don't. If there are a bunch of bicycles on motorbikes and those electric bikes, well, in Chinese they're called diandanche, the electric bikes, and the three-wheeler bikes are called sanlongche. If there are a bunch of them, because in some cities, in smaller cities, they have a bunch of them, so much. In big cities, mega cities, certain part of the cities, they ban motorbikes and electric bikes. Like in Guangzhou, certain districts in Guangzhou, they are banned. You're not supposed to ride electric bike over there. It's either you take bicycle or equivalent. But no motorbikes and no electric bikes. So, but in those cities where you have a lot of these, you got to be very careful when you're driving on the road. The smallest space they have, they're going through it. Those electric bikes, very dangerous. And the reason why I think this continues to happen is that I don't think the authorities here has, really looked into it. Because one thing with the Chinese authorities is that if they see a problem, boom, gone, finished, it's solved. One day, a few hours, it's gone. If this particular problem I'm telling you about right now that you got to watch out for, the day the attention of the authorities are called to this, and then they see it, they know about it, they know this is a serious problem, boom, gone. Within a day, all those people acting crazy with those electric bikes, they'll stop. That's one thing, So I believe that the reason why this keep happening is that they haven't really seen this as a problem, As soon as they do, they solve the problem one time. Because one thing here is that everybody respects the law. That's one thing. So if you want to drive in China for the first time as a visitor, or as a Chinese person returning to China, or as a Chinese overseas person, please, I don't want you to have an accident. I also don't want you to hurt anybody or hurt yourself. It's very inconvenient to have a schedule, going somewhere, have plans, have things to do, and then suddenly you get stuck in one place because there is an accident, that you get something with a electric bike, or you hit some electric bike, scratch your car, or you hit someone in an electric bike. It really can be very dangerous. If you, let's say you come from Europe or from North or South America, and then you are driving in China, and you're thinking that, okay, it's normal, just the same way. You get in a place, you put your reverse gear, you will think, okay, the car is in reverse, people behind me can see, and you don't pay good attention. You really got to pay very good attention. Like, watch 360, watch very well, in order to avoid hitting someone, because they don't wait. They don't. Nobody waits. They don't have this concept. For some reason, they don't have this concept that you're reversing, they gotta wait. They don't have this concept. They see the smallest chance, whether it's people who are walking, bicycle, electric bike, three-wheeler bike, motorcycle, car, they don't wait. The smallest space they see, they're going through it. Even while you're reversing, they want to go. And where they're rushing to, I don't know. Sometimes people would do that, and then let's say I'm coming out of the parking, I got to go front, back, maneuver to come out, and then those cars, let's say car, he can't wait. He just squeeze himself, just go. Don't want me to finish, like come out of the parking. Then right in front of us, let's say 50 meters in front is the traffic light. Then he gets stuck in the traffic light. Then I go there, I drive to the traffic light, and I meet him. I just watch him like this. What's the rush about? Where are you rushing to? After all the rushing, couldn't wait for 10 seconds for a car to reverse or a car to come out. Then you're stuck in traffic light. So the traffic light is, according to the law, you have to wait. But I don't think there's a law that says that you must wait for someone who is reversing or trying to park, give them a chance to get it done. I don't think there's a law. If there's a law about this, they will follow it. But there's no law, and I'm hoping that sometime in the future something can be done about this, because it's kind of scary. It's kind of scary knowing that every time you got to park the car, you got to watch well. Like I said, the most dangerous one is the electric bikes, because they have no sound and they are fast. And whoever is sitting on them, if you're sitting in a car, a normal sedan car or hatchback car that is low, there's a chance you see them. There's a chance you don't see them. If you're sitting on an SUV, like a higher car, then it's worse. You really can't see them because you're sitting lower. So if you plan to drive in China, if you plan to visit China to drive, whether as a tourist or as a resident, please, or as a new driver, you're living in China, you just got your driver's license, and you want to start driving on the road, pay attention to this. Pay good attention to this. These electric bikes, they don't wait. They don't wait. This is very important you understand it. They don't wait for you to reverse, to park well, to come out of a parking spot. They don't want to wait. Even if they are coming there to park, let's say it's a car and he's coming there to park also, but he's not waiting for you to finish parking so he can park too. Except like there's no parking spot, you are leaving, he's coming in to park, and then that's the only spot that he has to park, then he might wait for you. But apart from that, everybody's going, like everybody's in a rush. It's gonna blow your mind, honestly. If you see this, when I'm talking about it right now, you may not understand it very well. It may just seem like I'm rambling a lot, but when it happens to you, then you get to understand. It can be annoying sometimes because I don't know where they are rushing to, and I don't know why they don't have this concept that wait. So please, if you are a new driver in China, whether you are Chinese or foreigner, but you're a new driver or you're visiting China as an overseas Chinese and you got to drive in China, or you're visiting China as a foreigner, you got to drive in China, I want you to pay very good attention to this. It's very, very important. This is very important. This is one of the things you got to pay attention. There are a lot of things that I may talk about in my future videos, but this one is very, very important because it can put you in a situation that you will not like. You know, you can put you in a situation where you just come out with plans, with things to do, with your schedule already planned, and then boom, electric bike is going behind you, you just hit it, and then the person fall off, and then they lay down there, then call the police, call the ambulance, then your day is gone. And not only your day is gone, there's a big chance, a very big chance that you're going to pay hospital bills for that person and have to maybe buy them a new bike, you know, and then, you know, so it's very, very inconvenient. So pay attention to that if you're gonna start driving in China, whether as a Chinese citizen or an overseas Chinese or a visitor. Please pay attention to this. It's very, very important. Okay, that'll be it for my video for this moment. Guys, please subscribe, hit the notification bell to see when I post a new video. Like the video, share it, right? Yeah, share it. And I'll see you in my next video. Take care.